Rainy Mojo Turtle Fit here, coming to you with a live Astro read for all fire signs. I was actually going to do this last night, but my energy bottomed out towards the end of the day. I needed to take a break. I thought going and actually putting sustenance in my body would actually help, but it didn't. And that's okay. I guess it was a spirit way of saying, Brady, you need a rest. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right quick into this live reading because I have 3 others to do for the other elements signs. I'm going to do all the fire signs together just to make this a lot easier. I'm pretty sure if I have a message specifically for Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, I'm pretty sure I'll let you know. Okay, well, card says, I'm done shuffling. Go ahead with this reading. So I'm going to go ahead with this reading. Okay, Spirit, what do we got going on for our fire signs? Okay, Temperance. 4 of Swords. A lot of thought contemplation. The angels here are here to bring patience and balance to the situation in your life. Fire sign. Talent. Find out one. Taking a rest from strife and recuperating from wounds. Ready to resume former activities. Down from anxiety. Okay, so someone has just freed themselves from an anxiety-ridden situation or an anxiety-ridden cycle. And that's why Temperance would be here. Okay? No more sleepless nights, no more less meetings, your real fortune, and regret the moon and reverse. Alright, so somebody has got out of a very choppy situation, what it looks like, and we've got the angels here for balance. We've got, somebody just cleared out a cycle, no more sleepless nights. You know, someone finding a little bit of freedom from a lot of anxiety. Some things have been illuminated, looks like, with the moon here, but in reverse. Find out what that means. In reverse. Different. I know the writer like. Oh. It looks like someone has come out of a false situation. Oh yeah, there was lies, there was deception, there were schemes, there was despair, there was fear, misunderstandings, false accusations. Yeah, so whichever fire signs are coming out of this situation, honey, take a break. Take a break. Okay, following along, what do we have? What do we have going on for the fire sign? What do I want to ask here? Courses of action, believe. Now, you know what? What is going on? What is going on, Spirit? I'm just going to listen to you. No question. What's going on here? Alright. So what's going on with the fire signs? What's going on with fire signs? overall. And I'll leave you 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Four of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. To me, it's looking like somebody wants out of a situation, and it's a lot of sleepless nights. Um, it was like some definite deception going on in the situation, and it looks like for the reader, whoever is watching this video, you're tired of you're tired of keeping yourself awake every night, um, with this deceptive energy and this person who has deceived you. And it looks to me like the center of attention here would be this King of Cups. This could be for a man and a woman. It doesn't, it's not gender specific for fire signs out there. Whoever it is, you've been trying to build your foundation. You've been trying to stay strong. You've been trying to temper yourself through the situation where this cup of royalty is concerned. You're no longer you're no longer wanting to wait for this person to come in. You've been waiting. It looks like you've been anxious over it. For this emperor, or it could be, if it's not about a lover, it could be about a job situation. You're tired of waiting for an opportunity, but you're ready to move forward. You're ready to move forward with an opportunity, but you're not yet. You're not going to wait for anyone else to pave the way for you. It's as if you're in the emperor energy and you're going to pave a way for yourself with the Eight of Coins here on one side, and then you have the Emperor on the other. And then in the in-between, you have Strength, King of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Okay, the Three of Wands is about waiting for a ship to come in, but in reverse, like this person, the questioner, the one who's viewing this video, you're no longer wanting to wait for a love situation, and you're definitely no longer in a position to wait any longer for opportunities of finance to come through. You're making your own way with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, it's because the Wheel of Fortune's here. The Wheel of Fortune is urging you to move on. The Moon in reverse, it's like you're done. You're done with the deception. You're done lying to yourself. You're done lying. You're done with anyone else lying to you. It's like the moon has illuminated everything that you need to know. In all of you being sun signs, you're always going to have the natural ability of illumination with the sun, in your house, in your chart. So, and like I said, this power moment has happened here, and here this deception is, everything that you were working toward maybe in a negative light no longer going to be taking place anymore. You've been in a place of mourning. You've had a tower moment, and you may have the Nine of Coins here, which kind of represents probably slow movement, but, all fire signs might get slowed down for a moment, but something's going to propel you to move forward very quickly, very soon. I feel like that's right underneath the Emperor. Now, if this is in relation to love or a lover, someone who is coming back into your life, or someone that you lost a lot of sleep over, and there's going to be destruction to the situation. There's destruction to a train of thought where this person is concerned. There may be destruction to an old way of thinking where you are concerned. And you're going to move forward with a little bit more stability, I feel, with the Knight of Coins here. And you also have this Emperor energy too. It's stable. It's grounded. It just looks to me like whatever this period of darkness that you have been going through, it's over. You have made a final decision to move forward. No longer waiting, no longer wanting to stay stuck in this deceptive situation, whether it be finances or romance. You're just done. You're done with the deceptive energy. You're done with the anxiety. You're done with the waiting. And you're going to go pave a way for yourself. And that is where you're headed right now. Okay. What is Spirit's advice for all fire signs to move forward? What is Spirit's advice for all fire signs to move forward? In the headspace. Okay. All fire signs, make the choice. Use your intuition. Whether it be love and finance, use your intuition to move forward. Make a choice. You can no longer stay in limbo. Temperance is also here. So it's time to go deep within, use your intuition to guide you forward in the situation with the two. Okay. You got the Page of Cups, two. I'm also getting the fact that, turning your back on a situation out of anger may not be the best move for now. Try not to close your heart chakra off, because if you do, it might block you from being fruitful. This is the Empress here. The Page of Cups is also a messenger of love too. I'm getting no. When you're making this choice, make it from a good place, a loving place. Don't close your heart off, and don't turn your back with regret. Okay, because it seems that there's already enough. It seems like I don't know. I'm just getting the feeling that this person whose spirit is trying to work very closely with this tempering situation and the Empress here. And this was a situation that had the possibility to be quite fruitful, but something happened, and has closed your heart off. What they're doing is trying to tell you to open it and not close it off. Got the Three of Pentacles. It could represent a foundation that may or may not have been stable, but it has the capability to bear stability. Okay. And with the Emperor sitting right next to it, that's all possible beginnings and new beginnings and rebirths, and this is like a birth of creativity. This is like a very fertile card, And so this can even bring fertility in money. So, I feel like for creative endeavors to remain, I don't know, how can you, this is the question I'm asking myself while I'm trying to tap into these cards, like with the Page of Cups and the Empress and the Three of Pentacles here. I mean, this is overall the anxiety. I mean, this is what is being tempered in the situation here. Yeah, this is where the fire sign in question, whoever's watching this, needs to go in deep within and make a decision within the intuitive uh, realm. The realm of thought. You know, your thoughts are what are fruitful here. Your thoughts are what have the capability of, bringing about all this fertility. And so, if you're wanting fertility in your creations or in your creative endeavors or a foundation that you want to build stability in, my question to you is, how would you do that if you close your heart off? If you close off your heart and you turn your back on unconditional love itself. I think that's what Spirit's asking you to look at in the situation when you are in your thoughts. Okay, and when it comes to making your decisions and moving forward, you don't have to wait for your ships to come in. You don't have to wait for a particular individual. It's about gaining stability for yourself. It's about being stable in your own mindset, in your own, in your own house, okay? In your own personal situation. I mean, this is what I'm getting. It's not necessarily for the outside interference. It's asking you to go within and whatever it is within your heart space that you have turned your back on, there's a part of that maybe you shouldn't have closed off because in your thoughts and your creative endeavors, this is affecting your physical house of money. This is affecting your stability. And turning your back on your emotions isn't necessarily the way to do things. And a fire sign, we all know that. How the hell does a fire sign turn their back on their emotions? We really don't. We just go in fires blazing and kick ass and take things later. It's kind of like we simmer down and we find out, that when maybe we went overboard, a little passionate, a little too passionate. Maybe we weren't in our Queen of Swords energy or Queen of Cups energy and we hurt people's feelings. This is also a situation where you may need to, if you're looking back on a situation, it's because maybe you weren't as nurturing as you need to be in the situation. And it's asking you to go back and look at your behavior or, learn from it, embody the King of Cups. Being fair in emotions, it's asking for fairness, I believe, right here with the Strength card. You don't have to wait for your ship to come in. These foundations are needed to be worked in within themselves. Okay, like a man here. This is the enlightened side of it. Hanging in limbo, taking that mask off, taking a step back, evaluating everything. Reassessing the situation with a more enlightened perspective, so that you can move forward. I truly believe in the light yo-yo. Building your Eight of Pentacles. This is wholly infinite stability, really. This is what you're working towards. You're working towards infinite, and that's going to fall on the Ace of Pentacles. You're working towards infinite stability. Being in the Queen of Swords. This is the Queen of Swords here. That's the that's what it's been. That energy. the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, um, I don't think that. I don't know. Feeling it. And that Five of Cups again. And he doesn't even realize that is growing behind his back. While he's busy mourning something. It's almost as Spirit is telling you, like, this past situation, whatever it is that's been brought up in your mind, your heart space, still. This isn't really much about career. It feels more like about a lover's situation. Like, you're looking back to the past, but you don't see what's growing right behind you. You know, because you have your back turned. Now, this is also what I feel like the Hangman is like about. Okay? If you're looking back to past opportunities and you don't see what's growing right in front of you, how are you going to, you know, have your Ace of Cups? It's in the dark. So you know it's there. You know it's there. It's just not illuminating itself just yet. And that's okay because it's not supposed to. That means that there's a situation that you are not seeing that is just like this, okay? But while you're busy mourning something from the past, something that you're not like paying attention to, like you have your attention focused on something else while something else is growing behind your back. Like this is where you're at. You have your back turned to it. You don't even see it coming. You know, and here's this knight on a pretty white horse, you know, and shit. He's walking up towards you. You don't see him coming towards you. Naturally, on this side, you can't see him coming towards you because your head's turned. Okay? You don't see him coming towards you because your head's turned. But then again, you might not. That's what's being illuminated to you now, I feel like. This is where you've been deceiving yourself, fire signs. Okay? This is where the deception is. Okay? The deception is within the self. You're busy looking at something else, but you don't see what's coming in front of you because you have your head turned. And it's in the dark because this has not yet been illuminated to you yet. And this is the hope, like, this is where I'm talking about. And you see, like, the Empress here embodies the star right above her head. Okay? I feel like sometimes when I look at this card, I feel like this is the Empress and the star card together. I don't know why, but that's how I feel when I look at it. It's like hope. But you don't see it yet because you're busy looking back on the past. Okay? So what Spirit is telling you is maybe stop looking at the past and start looking at what's right in front of you. Because this awesome cup of love that Spirit is trying to give you, when you actually turn your head away from these lost cups over here, okay, see like all the cups in front of him are turned over. There's like 3 cups right here turned over in front of him. And he doesn't see these 2 cups in the back. But what lies behind him is growth, love, eternal love. And not only that, to remember what red roses symbolize, to remember that all things are possible, to remember love and what it truly is. This person is not seeing that it's right behind him, right next to these two cups, the Two of Cups. This person needs to come out of their emotions, stop looking at the past, turn around. Because there's hope. There's hope for renewal. There's hope for refreshment, something new, a new cup of love. You're ready to remove the swords from your heart and move into the sun, because this also represents illumination, hope, stability, spirit, trust, creativity, masculine energy. Okay, and we're going to go underneath the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Remove wounds, heal the wounds of the past so that your future can be bright. Because you have creative energy flowing through you. You are a fire sign. You know, what was fruitful in the past, or what was not fruitful in the past, you have the ability to change. Because you are the sun. Okay? You have the ability to change this. This is what you're having, the Tower moment. This is about that moment of truth in your foundation. Okay? Feeling trapped in this. You're feeling trapped in this truth. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move forward about it. You no longer want this. What you felt in the past, all of these things that have kept you up late at night, all of these things that have kept you mourning, okay, it's time to move out of that mourning period, because they're saying that if you don't, you're just going to get more of this. You have to know how to move forward. What they want you to do to move forward is to trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your intuition, make the choices, don't sit on them too long, and trust yourself and have faith, and don't ever forget to take a step back when you get too overwhelmed. Every once in a while you need to be the hangman. Don't forget about your financial stability, because you're working on that. It's a work in progress. You are moving forward. It is coming. The earthly possessions are coming. It's the emotional side of you that you need to tame. Okay? That's why you're so much in the Swords energy. And I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you is that you need to be in the Cup energy, and you're turning your back on it. You need to open up your heart. Right now you're so angry, you're so anxious, like you're so done that your love is just dark. It's not being illuminated right now, and I feel like that's what Spirit is trying to warn you about. Because you're naturally a cup of love. I mean, fire signs, you're a natural cup of love anyway. Okay, it's why you're so passionate. And to be honest, most fire signs, if you look at it, you've got a water sign, or you've got a water astrological chart directly next to you, in the astro. You know, Sagittarius, they always have the Scorpio energy. Leos, they always have that Cancer energy. Aries always has that Pisces energy to balance them out. Why do you think why do you think fire and water signs are always close together? Because something's got to balance the fire out. Something's got to put the fire out when it gets too hot. Okay? These two cards are one of the same. This is where you are, but this is what you have to get back to within yourself. This is what you're being asked to look like, okay? This is what you're being asked to look at. This is what you're being asked to evaluate. This is what is coming for you, but you don't see it yet, okay? This is a message that your inner spirit is trying to tell you not to ignore. Don't ignore your own heart, okay? Don't shut it off, because then how can messages come through, okay? And this is what you stay awake most of the night thinking about anyway. Where is my love? Where is my cup of love? Where is that one, okay? These two cards are one and the same. You see how that fish mirrors the bird, and somehow the page mirrors Venus in the vessel? That is Venus, by the way. The page and Venus are one and the same. They're still messengers of love. And then you have spirit here. I keep holding these cards because I feel like spirit really wants this fire sign, whoever's watching this, to pay attention. Okay? Everything that you're trying to move away from, you're trying to, all the deception and shit, you're doing well by trying to move away from that. That's exactly what you need to be doing. But while you're doing it, don't turn your back on love. Don't close your heart off, because this is right around the corner. You just don't see it yet. Okay? So, I'm not sure if this was a very thorough astro reading, or if this was very helpful to you guys. This is the first time I decided to do an astro reading. I really hope that for those of you that do watch my videos, few and far between, I know right now, if it resonates, let me know. If you have a few questions, like, I'm not going to be a total asshole. Like, I'll respond on the comment thread if you have a question about something or cards that I pulled. And let me know how this video sat with you. Please comment and let me know. If you like the video, please go ahead and like and share. Hit the bell so that you get notified whenever I do come on. If you need to contact me for a personal reading, if you would like to go further, for me to do a personal fire sign reading for you, please message my email at pearlofthesea13@gmail.com. Again, my name is Brandy. It's been real. It's been fun. Fire signs. I send you much love and many blessings. I really do wish you well on this journey, and I really hope that you open your heart and your mind to yourself and spirit, and let spirit guide you through the situation. Thank you.